YouTube, what's up guys? Welcome back to the new garage. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today we're going to be trying to start that silver TRD Celica GTS just for fun. We're just doing it for fun. Redline Ricer said, hey, you should probably try to blow it up. It's probably already blown up. But we're going to try to do it. We're trying to get it started. And then if I get started, great. That's fantastic. I might also remove the wing and the whole body kit off of this in this video, or that might be the next video, we'll see. But today we're going to try to start it. First thing we need is a battery. So we're taking the battery from the Toyota MR2 and we're going to borrow that battery because the other car doesn't have a battery. The Celica's out there, it doesn't have a battery. So that's what we're going to do today. It's going to be fun. Stay tuned. Let's remove the battery right off the bat from the MR2. Let's go. Okay, first things first, let's pop open the hood. I got a 10mm and a battery. The door's unlocked. Okay, so there's no, right here, there is no battery. They thought it was a starter. They probably bought a nice battery and then returned it or something. I don't know if it'll start or not. We're doing this for fun. But let's grab this battery. It's a smaller battery. It works for the MR2, it'll work for the Celica. Yeah, I can see the automatic transmission. Negative, here's the negative, positive. So let's rotate the battery, throw it in here, like that. We'll start out with the negative, put it on here, 10mm. Okay, so we connected the negative and the positive to the terminals of the Celica. I looked for the fuses. I can't tell if anyone was blown, but let me go around to the car, see if the windows will go down maybe. Oh yeah, it's turned over. Weird. Oh. Let's try it again. Forward. Yep. Yeah, we got power. You guys aren't seeing any of this. Let me take you off this. I'm all talking to the camera and you guys can't see nothing. Mitch, get it together. So, okay, we got the key. It's on the ignition start side. Right here. 246,000. Millions of miles. It's in park, so it says. We did get the hatchback open. I've been trying to get the hatchback open. Now we got the windows down. So the actual window went into the car, which that might not have been the best idea since they did that. All right, let's do it. Moment of truth. I'm gonna set you guys back over here. We're gonna see if this 2ZZ clicks over. Let's do this. I'm excited. I think it will. Here we go, guys. Let's do this. First start, 2ZZ. Put the brake on. Okay, so I was just working on the car right here, and it doesn't start. It doesn't turn over, kick over. Don't know why yet. I don't know if it's almost like there's no electricity being sent to the starter. But I mean, look at this thing. It's a rust bucket, guys. It doesn't show it on camera, but it is in person. I'm leaning here, right here, and I'm looking in to see if the starter's connected or whatnot. And I pull this back, and I'm leaning here. There's a mouse in here. And he comes in to say hello. Oh my gosh, I freaked out. That was great.
Just about lift you.
So I'm not joking. This is his little house. And there's our little friend. You alright, buddy? See, he's in here, guys. There's our little friend. He has a nice little house. So we're going to take the intake manifold out, and he's probably having a heart attack. Poor guy. I love animals. Well, it's alright. It's alright. And he might have a bunch of babies in there. Gosh, he's been in there. He must be starving. Let's go ahead and I'm going to take the whole intake, it's alright, buddy. I'm going to take the whole intake out. I'll leave you alone. The intake out with him in there. We can do the little flapper thing. There you go. It's all warm and cozy. We'll leave him in there, and then I'll go put him out in the forest. Dang, that scared me so bad. Okay, so we got all the plastics out. Again, I'm trying to save our mouse friend. But, yeah, it never turned over. Nor did it really feel like it. I think that the car doesn't think that it's in park. I think that's one of the issues. And then also the mouse might have ate the wire harness. The wire harnesses are very tasty. Tastes like soy paper to them. Tastes like sushi, I guess. So that might be another thing. He might have ate the wire harness. So there might be no electricity going to the starter. We'll see. So let's go ahead and I am just going to try to start this real quick here. I would actually like to move the car, reverse the car. So let's see if I can do that today. All right, this should come out. Oh, I got one more 10 millimeter down in the corner there. So let me get that last 10 millimeter and then we can take our friend out. Okay, the intake's out. The mouse ran off, which I feel bad because I think there's babies in there. I can hear them crying inside of the little thing. Oh my gosh, it's so sad. So I put it down here. The mouse came out. This is hilarious, guys. The mouse came out. This is the funniest YouTube ever. The mouse came out from the intake. It ran across the manifold and then went down here by the alternator and then down maybe by the water pump, but I haven't seen it. So I put this is hilarious. I put the babies that are inside the air intake on the ground and hopefully it runs in there. There's a little ramp for it. Hopefully it runs in there and then we can go leave them in the forest. We'll go put them in the forest. But oh, that's so sad. I'm wrecking their life. I should have left them in here, but it would have got crushed in the car. So here's the starter. How do we know this is a starter? Because we just did this on the one of my other cars that I have a million 2ZZs. Oh, we did this on the MR2. We just got a new one of these. So we can look around to see if there's electricity going there. I think the issue, to be honest, I really do. I think that the issue is that that is an original starter, is that the transmission doesn't think it's in park. That's what I really think the main issue is. So how are we gonna do that? I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. Let's see if I can manually push the car into park. Okay, we made some good work. This is the selector shaft. This weird thing here. This cable is. It looks like a shifter cable. It is for the automatic. I've never worked on an automatic Celica. Maybe I've driven a couple, but I've never worked on one. I've driven a couple automatic MR2s, the SMTs as well. Never worked on any. So here we are. So if you pull up on it, it goes into low, and then if you push down on it, it goes into park. So what I'm going to do is get a hammer and push it down into park, because I think that the selector shaft is not able to go in there, and it could be because the wheels are seized as well too. So I don't know. We'll see. But let's remove the e-brake. Well, the headlights work. The radio also works too. It's still not wanting to crank over. I feel like I checked all the fuses on the inside and the outside, and it's still not wanting to go. There's no cranking happening, which makes me think that there's no electricity going to the starter, because I can't even hear a tap of the starter. But I did hit the starter a couple times with the hammer. I'm not sure what we're gonna do next. Let's think. All right, hands dirty again. Unfortunately, no start, no luck. My wonderful fiance said I have to take off the kit now, and I got some projects to do, so I can't keep on playing with the, what are we gonna call this? The Hulk smash Celica, the long lost Celica. It's going. I'm so sorry, guys. It's going to the junkyard. I know you guys want some of this stuff off here. It's going to the junkyard. Let's start taking it off. We're gonna start with the headlights, front bumper, skirts, rear wing, tail lights, rear bumper extension, and yeah. And then if I can get someone to take it away without the wheels, then I'll do that and keep the wheels. If not, then I'm just gonna get rid of the car. And then we'll do the seats as well. So let's go ahead and start doing that. It's gonna be super easy. Let's go ahead and just take off the headlights. It'll take me 10 minutes, let's go. All right, headlight number 1 done. Bam, gone. See you later. Yeah, it's cleaning up nice, pretty easy. Man, all this stuff is so hard to find now. I feel like I have a junkyard in my driveway, which is really nice for all the stuff. But yeah, this is just all garbage. If you look at the coolant, it's really weird colored. It's like chocolate. So I'm assuming this thing's shot. Who knows? They said it ran, but whatever. And you guys don't really, I wouldn't want any of the mechanical parts. Boy, it has those super cheap Super Street wheels, tires on there. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue to buzz off the other headlight, and then we can remove the TRD authentic bumper, which is what I want. That's so aesthetic. All right, I think I got all of the bolts off. So I think the lower mesh is caught. ones. Some nice black ones. Okay, we are free and clear for the most aesthetic bumper in the industry. Yes, love this thing. All right, no more front bumper, no more headlights. Got the intake. I'm not gonna use that intake. There's a little mouse in there. I got a lot of the bolts, which I like because I'm gonna keep them around. So a lot of the 10mm bolts are extra. I got a lot of those. ECU, I'm gonna leave it. Fuses, I mean, I guess I could take, but you know, those are $5 to get new ones. I think I'm just gonna leave the rest of everything else. I mean, it's a 2ZZ. It runs, I don't know. There's oil in it. But yeah, so I think we're done. So let's close the front of this, move on to the skirts. And yeah, so that's where we are now. Let's move on to the skirts. I did a little wiggling on the broken door handle and on the inside, and I was able to get the door open. I don't think the door's been open since 2016. Yeah, bam. This is very easy to remove the skirt. It actually just pops off. They're very awesome. So if this it's off right here, yeah, look at that. It just pops off. I love the authentic TRD. So now all I need to do is take off that last 10mm back here. All right, about, I don't know, 30 minutes in, 25 minutes in. Headlights out, skirts out. Skirts are in great condition. Those are great skirts. They look so good. Everyone loves TRD skirts, especially authentic ones. The reason why authentic ones are so good, they have one, weather stripping, which is this little thing around them that look flush, and then they bolt directly in. So if you have a non-TRD one, literally there's these little plastic skirts from factory that pull in. You literally just pop them off, pop these ones in, put two 10mm, you're done, and your car looks freaking 1000% better. I mean, those are so much better than the original ones. They're very aggressive. Toyota knew what they're doing. They had a good styling team for the TRD. Definitely the TRDs. Oh, that front bumper. Okay, let's put the front down. We'll do wing, tail lights, GTS badge, lower lip. Yeah, let's do that. Oh man. So I got her all the way jacked up. So I'm gonna call a donation company if I want those wheels. If they'll take it without wheels, I'm gonna take the wheels, definitely. I want those. Curb rash. Kind of out of breath. Been running around. These ones are great. I love those ones. So let's go ahead, and I'm not taking the bumper off, just the lip, because shipping wise, most people already have a bumper. Unless you have like a tsunami bumper, then this one fits all bumpers. Even the faceless version, they didn't do anything with the rear bumper. I don't know why, but you could get the, like mine, the tsunami package, totally different bumper, which I like. But I know that they made, in Japan, they made the TRD Sports M, or they had Molly, that is another one, and they had like the little like gurney flaps. They do that on the Evos. The Evos has the same thing, original bumper, and then just put a little extra piece of polyurethane bumper. It looks way better, huge difference. Expensive, but they look way better. This one is expensive because it's a full lip, but they should have done with the 03s, like the 03 Plus, they should have just done something. But the stock versions, because they did a facelift on the front bumper, but not the rear. So let's go ahead and pull this sucker off. Super easy, same thing, super easy. This one has Phillips heads though. Bam, huge progress. So I ended up taking the whole bumper off. It's just easier. There's just so many 10mm. It's just do the top 10mm. I still need to get the GTS badge. I actually got the third brake light, got the wing, skirt, front, tail lights, my 10mm. So the only thing left is probably the seats. I'm gonna take these seats out and they'll be local. And then here's the full kit. So that's awesome. Look at that. So I will scrub all this down right now and make it look all pretty. And then, yeah, that Celica is probably gonna get donated today. So it won't be here no more. It's gonna be sad, guys. It's totally, I mean, look how different of a car that is. That is insane, the difference. The TRD just transforms a car. That is insane, the difference. That doesn't even look like the same car. That's crazy. The TRD has so much more presence, so much more aesthetic. I actually asked Gabriella, my fiance, I said, hey, do you like the Evo or do you like the Celica better? She said the Celica, and then for aesthetics wise, which is unbelievable, she doesn't even like Celicas. So the TRD is what everyone wants. That's the kit right there. That's the moneymaker. So that with the black side markers, oh my gosh, and a little intercooler in the front of that thing, oh, so good. So this will be for sale on MITSUBISHI.com when this video go live. I'm gonna sell it as one kit, and I'm gonna offer a big discount for local pickup. So if you're in Oregon or Washington or Idaho or even California, you want to drive up to get it, definitely worth it. I spent a lot of energy to get this thing. It's an amazing kit. I just can't see these things kind of die. They're just so amazing. So let's scrub it all up, and you guys will see the little before and after. And then I might keep the wheels and sell them, or I might not, but those wheels are so good, I'd be sad to see them crushed. But yeah, that's where this car's going. Let's pop out those seats and then call it a day. Wow, just what a huge difference. Okay, so we did get this leather seats out. I'm not taking the rear seats out. Reason why is the rear are leather, but I mean, I could, but they're this like light color gray, which I actually hated my original Celica for that reason. I love my newer one. So here's the liquid silver. Here's the 2000 to 2002. These seats are black leather from 2000 to 2002. They did give that an option. They had so many different seats. They're in pretty good, decent condition. Again, I'm gonna sell them probably for $200 to $300. Why? Because the stitching in the middle needs to be restitched because someone is sitting in it. I don't know if you guys can see a little crack there. Good condition, but not perfect. Usable, definitely usable. And they're very cool, they're very sporty. Seats like in the same condition sell on eBay for like $699. I'm not gonna do that. Now the kit is a different thing because that's worth a ton of money in my eyes. I never see authentic. Here, let me show you real quick. That's what a dirty car looks like. This is what a clean car looks like. This is what my cars look like because I take care of my stuff. So right here, perforated leather. This right here is not, it's black. It's totally different. That's totally different. Look at that one and then compare to the other one out here. And actually, that was one of the biggest reasons that I wanted an 02, or excuse me, an 03, or just an 03 plus. So the Celica, my Celica in there is 2004, I think, or 05, I don't remember. But yeah, big difference. Okay, so I am gonna just wash up this kit, throw it up on my website. I don't know what day you guys will see this. Oh, there's Hansel. I don't know what day you guys will see this. Maybe like Wednesday of next week. It's really, I'm filming way in advance right now. It's kind of cool. I like being ahead on schedule. But all this stuff will be on my website. And then DM me on Instagram if you want to do local pickup. I'll give you a huge discount, like $300, $400, $500 for the kit if you just come pick it up. And then same with the seats. You know, shipping will probably be $200 for both of them. So if you just want to come pick them up, I'll meet you. That'd be awesome. Yeah, swing by MITSUBISHI.com. Like, subscribe. Man, that's a big, we destroyed that thing. Too bad it didn't start. That would have been funny. If the wheels are for sale, you'll see them, but most likely it won't. So this is probably gonna be the last time you ever see this car. Sad life. But yeah, any of the goodies, they'll be on MITSUBISHI.com. Like, subscribe, see you guys in the next video.